It's Week 15 of the National Football League, and we've got a showcase of shutdown defenses. It's the Dolphins and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it comes your way next.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This fielded right at the goal line, and he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Forward for only about a yard up to the 21. And CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
On third down, Lawrence. He gets it complete to Harris. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now a play fake here on first down. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive for 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Here's Lawrence. Shoves him aside, stays on his feet, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that's incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But they'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Lawrence. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. But for as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Lawrence going to throw again. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On play action, they'll throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It got his man complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. For Mecole Hardman, I mean, he was the only guy with 2 of the top 10 fastest runs in all of 2019, and he's showing that that was no fluke. He was moving there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Miami. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. It's caught inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Benagany elects not to return, and the football will come out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Lawrence will throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On play action, Lawrence. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Now Lawrence. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint.
And now due to apparent time constraints, We fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
We begin with a good one in Nashville. New Orleans taking on Tennessee. And it's the Saints who have the lead in the second quarter.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Brandon Ayuk, a touchdown reception.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
They go play action with Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back. Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chunking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Watch out for Hill on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Dolphin football. Miami's offense set and ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes this out and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Working with a 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's brought down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Back now in Tampa. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll drop to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this one is incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And all the way down to the 12. A big play there on the catch and run. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Buccaneers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Igbenogany elects not to return, and the football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take him to like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. And now they're in the hurry-up. Eluding the pressure right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we...
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
To try again after the sack, Lawrence, 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They're going deep for Hill. And there's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's Sam Martin now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them.
In trouble, and he's taken down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, 35 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Benogany elects not to return, and the football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Vita Vea has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Lawrence. Harris has it over the middle. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The defense going to blanket the field. 6 now in the secondary here for 3rd and 15. Here's Lawrence. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. the practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. A final shot now for Lawrence. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory.